talk about here. I want to talk about how grateful I am for this on so many levels. On the one level, I am just grateful. This is going to sound funny coming from me. I'm so grateful for the technology that allows us to make this happen, because I got to tell you, I'm kind of an anti-technology guy, because I get pissed off when people are driving around while they're on their phones, and I get pissed off when I'm trying to have a conversation with somebody and they're on their phones and all that. But then, like all technology and like all things, it can be used for good or evil, and we are certainly using it for good at this moment in time. Because I got to tell you, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my amazing sensei. I was having a talk with Mrs. Eubanks today, who just renewed her twins, and she said, first of all, she said, what a great job everybody was doing. And she said how, of course, they like it even better when they're here live and in person, but that she's been so impressed and appreciative of how great a product and service we're providing virtually. So grateful for that. And I'm so grateful. This is what I told her that's relevant about Sensei Kyle and Sensei Sarah. Is I said, man, I always knew they were great, but having to deliver all the things that make our teaching style so special in this modified condition has made me really, really appreciate how great they really are. So shout out and join me in congratulating Sensei Kyle and Sensei Sarah for their excellence. And then after that talk, which was I had a talk with, and by the way, that was the other thing I want to be grateful for, is that for people that are still, supporting the dojo and getting their training, I'm grateful for the people that are accepting the training. I'm grateful for the people that are still making their payments and are still doing business and all of that during this time. So that's the next level of gratitude. And then the other thing that I'm grateful for is this, and this came out of a discussion just now with Sensei Michelle. Hey, Robbie, great to see you. Sensei Michelle and I were talking, and can't remember what exactly led to this discussion, but I was telling her about the fact that right now, we have Zachary Glenn, who has just came back on, who had left us like a year and a half ago because they moved to Texas, and he started doing the virtual dojo with us. And his dad just told me yesterday, like, how amazingly excited and focused and fired up Zach is since he's back. So that's the one. So here's the last gratitude I wanted to share. Is here, in my leadership program, we always have this awesome leadership lesson that says everything happens for a reason and it serves me well. Well, this has been no exception, because honestly, had we not been pushed to it by this whole COVID-19 closing situation, I may not have soon experimented with this. But I can tell you something amazing is this isn't going away. This is going to be here so that we don't have to lose students to geography anymore. When they move away, they can continue on with the virtual dojo. But not only that, think about this value added. This is what I was talking to Sensei Michelle about, because she's an accountant at USF, and sometimes she works late and can't make a class. I said, think how cool it's going to be, and the value added when you can come to the regular classes, but if all of a sudden you can't make class that night because you're too busy at work or whatever, or traffic jam, whatever reason, you can jump on the virtual class and still get an almost as good experience. And actually now I remembered why the discussion with her made me think about it, because she said, in young Flynn, who's getting ready for his junior black belt, she said that during this whole virtual time, she's actually noticed him getting so much technically better. She's saying she didn't know if it was just because, doing it in the air is like just causing him to focus more on the and I explained to her what it is, right? It's the same, like what I say, that we have to do slow sparring, because slow sparring will allow us to take chances with the things that we wouldn't try in fast sparring. So we have to do both, right? And it's the same thing here. Like it's one thing to do, and you have to, of course, be able to do your self-defense techniques under stress when somebody's attacking you. But you also sometimes need to do it slowly in the air, observing yourself and having, or in the case of these amazing sensei on the other side, observing and still giving specific technical critique. See, my instructors are so great that right now that there isn't the physical contact, and it's a little harder I was going to say it's a little harder to create the intensity, but I watch some of these guys' classes. They're amazing. But the most important thing that they can do is they can watch and they can make technical correction to the people that are practicing on the other side, even when they're practicing without partners. Look, I know the challenge is it's not as fun, right? Like actually practicing your self-defense against somebody actually attacking you is, one, necessary and essential as well, and two, much more fun. But I got to tell you, if we have this winner's attitude of everything happens for a reason and serves me well, then the students on the other side will also get it, that during this time until I go back, I'm going to really, really focus on making my technique even better. And look, those of you that got big families and stuff and you're there and practicing, you can still practice with your family, do that too. But some of the practice in the air, when you slow down to go faster, is actually very beneficial. That's what I want to share. And again, to summarize this message, if I can possibly contain my energy, it's that I am grateful. I'm grateful for the technology that allows us to do the virtual dojo. I'm grateful for the pandemic that allowed me to try it in the first place. I'm grateful for the amazing sensei that are teaching amazing classes. And I'm grateful for the amazing students that give us the opportunity to continue to serve, to continue to empower lives through martial arts, and continue on with us through all of this. Grateful for all of you that joined today too. It was really, really great. Sensei Melanie and Master Gay, we need to get together and I'll talk again sometime soon. And to all my students and friends that are also on here, make it an awesome, awesome night. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. And remember through all of this to continue to grow, to stay positive, and to turn this challenge into opportunity. Remember, the pessimist complains about what's happening. The optimist believes it's going to change for the better. Specifically, we're talking about the wind. You guys saw my meme, right? The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist believes the wind will change. And the leader adjusts the set of his sails.